Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today on this Throwback Thursday to do a Patreon request, and this patron that's popping up on the screen right now asked us to check out a band called Enochian Crescent, and the name of the song is Crescentian, whatever, we're gonna go with Crescentian. I have a feeling, based on the fact that the name of the band is Enochian Crescent, that this is perhaps some black metal. I just have a feeling, I don't know. Something tells me that there's a little bit of blackness to this metal that we're about to check out. What do you think? You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I kind of get a vibe from the name. I kind of get a vibe from the name.
Metalcore.
or power metal.
Power metal. That's like
I think that's like the polar
the yin
opposite.
to the yang.
Yeah, it's the yin to the yang. All right, so you ready for this? Enochian Crescent, Crescentian. I'm going with Crescent. Let's do this.
So it's definitely not power metal.
Oh, but I was right about black metal, but that was absolutely magnificent. Okay, so before we talk about the song, I feel like there's an elephant in the room that needs to be addressed, and that's
the piano.
No, I was going to say that's the naked woman or man in the middle of the screen there.
I was trying to get away from that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I'm not sure if that's a guy or a girl because it looked like it had tits. And if it's a guy, he only had like one testicle and it was absolutely huge. If that's a girl, that's one of the biggest labias I've ever seen in my life. So either way is absolutely disturbing. I don't care which way we dice it or slice it. I mean, if it's a guy, one huge testicle is not good.
Let's just say that when I saw the album, I just knew it wasn't power metal. I knew it was straight black metal.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no other type of metal that your album, other than like deathcore
or death metal, maybe.
Yeah. But black metal is usually
black metal has a different vibe to it altogether, especially with the covers. Like this album cover to me screams black metal. You know what I mean?
All the people surrounding the
they're all like, and there's the person's like tied up or something like that. And like I said, it's either that is a huge labia or is one dude with like big men tits and a huge testicle. Either way, it's disturbing. I don't care how you go about it. Either way, it's disturbing. So I just felt like I had to address that elephant in the room. But you thought the elephant in the room was the piano. Which, by the way, that completely blew me away. I was not expecting in a song like this song. Tell me if you agree with this.
It started off so like black, like
I was going to say
traditional black metal.
Okay, but I was going to say this. Tell me if you agree. This song had such a dark guitar riff. Like the guitar riff, it wasn't like fast and it wasn't heavy, but it had a darkness to it. It was slow and methodic, but it had a darkness to it. Like the heaviness of the riff was not in the sense that you were expecting to be heavy. It was heavy because it was drawn out.
Yeah.
And that's what had its heaviness there. But I thought the guitar riff on this song was dark. Like pitch black dark. It was just so evil. I mean, like the guitar riff was just like it had evil and darkness built into the way that guitar riff sounded throughout the song, especially at the end. That melody at the end when the vocals change a little bit towards the end of the song, and that riff there is just so. There's a sense of evilness to the sound of that riff, almost like a Black Sabbath sounding riff.
Yeah, and then you just hit us out of nowhere with the piano.
The piano. Okay, so I was gonna say just finish off on the riff. It had a darkness. It had this ominous vibe to it, almost very reminiscent of a little bit of Black Sabbath. There was a little bit of Black Sabbath in it. But anyways, going to the piano threw me for a loop. I was not in a million years expecting to hear a piano in this song.
Yeah.
But what did you think of the piano? Because to me, the piano worked really well in the song.
It did. And especially because they only used it in one little bit. They didn't
just a little bit. They didn't overdo it.
It was a nice change to the song.
Did you feel like it made the song even a little bit more dark? It made the song feel even more uneasy. Almost.
The riff had more of like a haunted house kind of.
Oh, perfect. Yes, I totally agree with you.
And then adding the piano, it's like a haunted mansion now.
It went from like, okay, so the way I looked at it was the riff kind of gave the song a thriller vibe.
Yeah.
And then the piano gave it a full-on horror movie, like, like the House of a Thousand Corpses kind of thing. Just, it elevated the level of darkness that the overall song had while bringing melody to the song. You know what I mean? It brought melody. So you think, okay, it brought a lot of melody that will brighten up the song. It didn't. It actually made the song even darker. Yeah. Because it had the piano, it was not a synthesizer. It had that old school church like grand piano. Yeah, like those old school grand pianos. Like you always, when you, I don't know you, but me, when I think of those grand pianos, I think of churches or those sinister horror movies when the piano comes in and there's like this fog coming and something bad is about to happen. You know what I mean? It totally had that vibe. To me, it totally had that vibe. The song is really well put together because that piano really changes the whole. It changes the sound, but it doesn't really change the mood. Darker. It just makes it even darker. And you think it's going to brighten it, it makes it even darker. Oh, I love this song. And like I said, that riff to me, I want to hear what people on the channel have to say. But to me, it kind of was like reminiscent a little bit of Black Sabbath. There was a little bit of Black Sabbath in there. You know what I mean? I really felt that listening to. I love that kind of riff. That it's pure evil and dark, and the heaviness that comes from it is not the traditional heaviness. It's just heavy because it's so
and then you have something that adds melody, but also adds a lot of darkness.
Yeah. What did you think of the vocals? We didn't talk about the vocals.
The vocals were really good. They kind of changed.
They changed. It was almost like spoken word towards the end of the song, and they changed from the beginning, from the harsher vocals at the beginning.
Because at the beginning it started with a more traditional black metal song, and then it ended off
almost like a symphonic black metal song.
Yeah.
It was a black metal song that kind of morphed into a symphonic black metal song. I agree with you. Perfectly said. Well done. All right, guys. Thank you for the patron that asked us to check out this song. Man, this is really good.
Yeah.
This is really good. You're like right now, you're probably on the top of my Patreon picks for this month. Like, this is really, really good. All right. Thank you for the request, and come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.